Good morning. I am Anil Agarwal, former Chief Manager, Punjab National Bank. So we are moving in right direction as far as group discussion is concerned. More and more people are joining the Telegram group and participating. And already we are having 14,300 plus members. If you have not joined the group, you can join today. Link is available in description box. Now, yesterday our topic was advantage of digital banking to customers. Most of you participated, and in the similar lines, you gave your opinions. During the discussion, I intervened also, and I suggested some of the ways to improve your participation. Some of you could catch the hint and molded their discussion in that direction. Now, whenever we are participating in such discussion, the important aspect is how exclusive we are. Because some ideas are common in nature, some ideas are general in nature. These ideas also fetch marks. But if you give some uniqueness to your ideas, you get better marks. And competition means getting better marks than others. Now, if we look at the discussion, most of the people were saying the digital banking is useful, it is time saving, it revolutionized the things, and so on. So, these are all general comments. In group discussion, the examiner is expecting you to come on the specifics, to give some specific examples and insight how it is useful. I threw a hint also, and I will explain it further in this video. Say, completion of passbook or updation of passbook replaced by the mini statement or the PDF form of statement in digital banking. Now look at the earlier practice. The earlier practice was the customer was maintaining a passbook, and these passbooks were manually updated by the bank clerks. So customer has to visit the branch, stand in a queue, wait for his turn, and the clerk will copy the entries from manual ledger to his copy, and that is called passbook. So to know the transactions, the customer has to spend time in the branch and get it updated at a regular interval, so that he is aware about his balance, he is aware about the transaction that is being carried out in his account. And then he was used to reconcile whether he has issued the check or not, whether all the deposited, which money that he has deposited is appearing in the account or not. So that was the purpose of passbook. Now, due to digital banking, this is replaced by automatic generation of these statements. You can visit a ATM and take a mini statement. You can access to internet banking and draw your statement in PDF form. You can request the statement through your mobile. You can download this statement through mobile banking. So the digital platform has given the options to the customer to know his or her transaction without visiting the branch. So this is advantage. So if you incorporate examples and explain those examples, your discussion will become richer than others. Say another transaction is, say you have to withdraw the money. What was the earlier way? You will visit a branch, fill a check, fill a withdrawal slip, hand it over to the counter. The counter clerk will post it, somebody will pass it, and then you have to go to the cashier and get your money. So a lot of time was wasted in that. Now it is replaced by what? You visit a ATM, put debit card there, press some buttons, and you get the cash. So this is the advantage of digital banking. When we call digital banking, means it is the computerization that started in 1984 by Rajiv Gandhi government. So the real computerization started with the initiative of Mr. Rajiv Gandhi as Prime Minister. And then it was taken forward by all successive governments. And every government is adding feather to it. So now we have reached a level which is of international standards. So converting from manual to computerization was very difficult task, but that was carried out in early 80s. And the bank staff to spend a lot of time in doing that thing, converting from manual to computers. Now, say you can take the third transaction, you have to remit the funds. What was the earlier mode? The earlier mode was either through draft or through pay order. So the customer was used to visit the branch. He was requesting for a draft. A draft was made on a piece of paper, and that paper was handed over to customer. Customer was used to post this to the other person. The other person was used to place in his bank, and then he was used to get the money. The entire process was used to take 8 to 10 days. Now this is possible instant. How instant? Earlier NEFT came, then RTGS came, then AIMS came, then these transactions were carried out by the branches. Now these can be carried out by the customer himself or herself. So this is the advantage to the customer in digital banking over manual banking. Then look at another transaction. Say a customer has to make a fixed deposit receipt. He wants to put money for a certain period. In earlier days, he has to visit the branch, give a request. The bank will make a receipt. This is called fixed deposit receipt, and that's why it is called FDR. And that receipts will be kept by the customer in his custody. And on maturity, again he has to visit and then give the discharge on the slip, and the money will be credited back to the customer account. Now in digital banking platform, the customer can automatically get a fixed deposit issued instantly. He can go to that respective menu, make a request, and instantly he gets the fixed deposit, and where he can see how much is the rate of interest, how much is the maturity value, and when it will mature. And then it has a facility that automatically this will be redeemed or credited back to his or her account. Now he need not go on due date to the bank to get back his money. So that is the advantage of digital banking, that various steps are made easy. So the how transactions are made easy, how transactions are made customer friendly, that is the biggest advantage of digitalization. So we should say that from customer service, we have moved to customer pleasure. Now customer is getting pleasure in transacting the transactions, and he need not put lot of efforts and time and money to get the transaction completed. So the customer has not only gained in saving the time, he has saved the money also, because in transportation he has to spend the money, then he has to spend the time. Time is also money. All these things are saved in digital environment. So on a topic, if you give the inputs with examples, if you give inputs that is close to the real level transactions, that gives you additional marks. Deliberately I am making this video only in English because I am forcing you to learn English, because that is very essential if you want to participate in SBI PO selection. Certain people are asking, can we participate in Hindi? Yes, you can participate. But if you participate in English, it will give slight edge over others, because you are able to exhibit them an additional quality in you, because all these banks are international banks. So you may be posted in a branch which is not your linguistic area. Say you are Hindi speaking person, you may be posted in Tamil Nadu. So only English will help you to transact. Similarly, you may be Tamilian. Your local language may not help if you are posted in Delhi or a northern part of India. So similarly, understanding English, learning a linked language is very, very necessary. And that's why in SBI paper, they are keeping one paper in objective and one paper in descriptive for English language. Because knowing a language is very, very essential. So the people, those are hesitant and they still ask, sir, can we participate in Hindi? Yes, you can participate. But if you are not showing your knowledge in English, you are deliberately getting your chance spoiled. It is better spend time, try to learn this language. There is no harm in learning any number of languages. If you are good in Hindi, fair. But if you are good in English, it will add to your knowledge. If you learn some other language, it is still better. And that's why more and more languages you are knowing, better and better person you are. God bless you all.